Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to start the instructions in Siemens PLC. So far we have seen this normally. Can you see this bit logic over here? So in this, we are going to study instructions one by one. Fine. So this is normally open contact. If you want to know the name, once you are clicking, just see here, it will show the name of the particular instruction. Fine. Can you see here? Normally closed contact. This is normally open contact. This one is invert power flow. Fine. This is our normal coil. This is midline output. Fine. Let's see about the instruction. So normally open contact, normally closed one, and coil we have seen already. Right? For the previous examples and concepts, we have used these three. Fine. So let's move on to the invert power flow. What this instruction will be doing. So to get the instruction to our network, click on the network and just click on this. It will come. Okay. So what invert power flow will do? We'll see that. So for that, I'm taking one input and one output. Okay. So for this, I'm going to give fine, and this is for this particular invert power flow, there is no need of address, because if address is needed for this instruction, it will give you the question mark here. Red question mark will be there. From that, you get to know we need to give the address for that. But for this particular instruction, invert power flow, it will not ask for the address. So what this instruction will do means, for example, invert power flow, that means if power is coming, it will not allow. If power is not coming, it will be allowing the power inside. Like 1 means 0, 0 means 1. It's just a NOT gate. Fine. For example, for this particular example, if I am not pressing I 0.0, what will happen? Let's see that. Can you see? Can you see the output here? Your Q 0.0 is on. How it is on? I'll just expand this. Yeah. So can you see here? I'll just keep this. QB is output, right? So output is on. Because power is not coming, so it is 0 here. It is inverting that. 0 inversion means it will be 1. Right? So 1 means power flow. Okay. So if you want to turn on a output without switching on your I 0.0 means you can make use of this invert power flow instruction. Okay. Let me turn on this I 0.0. I'm turning on I 0.0. So when I'm turning on, what will happen? It will give 1 here. So after the inversion function, 1 is converted to 0 here. See? Oh, this is no. Yeah. So 1 is here, 0. So Q 0.0 is off now. Fine. Got it? So this is invert power flow instruction. You can go with some other example. I'll take one more instruction here. I mean one more contact here. Coil. Fine. See here, I'm taking this Q 0.1 here. So Q 0.1 is connected directly with the I 0.0. Got it? So what I have done here, this is connected with the Q 0.0. Let me check the output now. See, only Q 0.0 is on, Q 0.1 is in off, because I have connected that directly with I 0.0. Let's see, if I turn on, this will on, this will go off. Got it? Fine. So this is how the instruction will be working. Let's check now. I am connecting two knots here. Let's see what will happen. See, so it is double not. 0 is here, that is converted to 1 here. Again 1 is coming here. Here also I have repeated the instruction, which is making 1 to 0. Fine. If I turn on this, then only it will on. Both will be on because 1 is converted to 0. Here 0 is converted to 1. Got it? So like this also you can connect the instruction in series. So this is invert power flow instruction. Correct? So according to your application need, you can make use of the instruction in your ladder logic program. This is one of the instruction in Siemens Simatic Manager. Fine. Let's move on to the next instruction. So I'm going to delete this. Right. Let's take only one input and two outputs. Fine. What is our next instruction? This is coil. We have discussed already. Coil is nothing but output. This one. These three are already here. Normally open, normally closed, and coil. Fine. So now we have discussed not. Now the next one is midline output. Right. The instruction name is midline output. You can see here. What is midline output? The name itself is telling no midline output. I can, as we have discussed about the rules, do's and don'ts in ladder logic, we have seen output should not be in the series. Correct? I cannot connect another output here. Can you see? I want to connect one output here, but this function is disabled because this is one of the don'ts in ladder logic. But I want to connect. What I can do? I can make use of this midline output. Can you see the midline output structure? It is also looks like a coil. Correct? With a hash symbol inside. Just click on that. Can you see? What is this? What is this? It is midline output. Question mark is there. Undefined. So I need to give address to this coil. Right? So I'll just change the address of this one. I'm going to give address as the next of Q0.0. It is Q0.1. Got it? So what will happen? When I0.0 is pressed, these two will on and also this is also on. This is option only. I'm just deleting this. Fine. Let's see. I'm going for online. See, both are off. If I turn on, both will be on. So, I am connecting two outputs in a series with the use of midline output. Got it? So, you may ask me, why there is a need? If you want, you can connect like this also, no? For example, if you want to have two outputs for the same input, you can connect like this also. This is also right now. I can connect here also. Correct? Both are same. Instead of this, I can connect like this. Both are same. But you just see, this is taking one branch. Correct? But by using that midline output, I am finishing my program in single rung. It is reducing my program size. See, this is a simple example. So it's just a one rung, one network. But if you are having more rungs, in that time, if you are using the branches continuously, it will be taking more space. Obviously, scan time will get affect. So by using midline output, you can reduce the scan timing. Correct? Moreover, the length of your program. Obviously, scan time depends upon length of the program. Length means number of rungs we are using, or here in Siemens, it is network. Got it? So here we are having one more option. What is that? You can connect one more input in between. So what is symbolically it is telling means, when I0.0 is pressed, this will on. Okay. This will not on now. Why? Because another contact we need to turn on. Then only this fellow will be on. Okay. Let's check that. See, I'm pressing I 0.0. Only Q 0.1 is on. Q 0.0 will not on because this contact is open here. If you turn on that, it will be on. Okay. So if you turn off I 0.1, only this fellow will be on. This will remains on. This will go off. This will remains on. Why? Because it is getting signal from I 0.0. If you do this, then that will also go off. Got it? So like this, you can make use of midline output. Right? Yeah. So this is midline output instruction. What we are having next? A reset, set. Fine. So what is generally set function? What it will do? What is the purpose of set means? It's somehow related to latching. Okay. So for latching, what we have done? We will be connecting on parallel contact of the output which we want to maintain remains on. Correct. So instead of taking that parallel contact, you can make use of the set coil to make that output remains on. So set is a inbuilt function which will be doing the latching operation. So what we will do for latching? Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll do the program. So what you will be doing the latching? You will be doing like this, correct? You will be connecting. So if even though I 0.0 is going off, this fellow needs to remain on. So you are using latching. So for unlatching, what you will do? You will be using one more input to unlatch it. So this is latching. This is unlatching. Correct? So what I'm going to do with the set instruction means, let's take one more input, that is I 0.2. So whenever I 0.2 is pressed, I'm taking set coil. Okay, set is the output coil. It's not will be coming under the input. It will be looks like this. And it is having a question mark. Obviously, you need to give the address. What address I'm going to give means I'm going to give Q 0.1. Okay. So if I turn on, Q 0.1 will on. If I turn off, Q 0.1 will remain on. Remains on. So this function is inbuilt here. Okay, let me check. Yeah, see, I'll do the first network first. When I 0.0 is pressed, Q 0.0 is on. When I 0.1 is when I 0.0 is turned off, output is remains on. Can you see here? Output is remains on. So when you unlatch it, it will go off. Correct? So whenever I am turning on, it is latched. Same thing. I'll do this. I'll do the second network also now. See, whenever I am turning on I 0.2, this output is on. So I am going to turn off the network 1. Output remains on. When I am going to turn off the second network I 0.2, still it is on. Can you see here? This green color, this is on. This green color, no, this is on. So this is the inbuilt function. How to turn off this? How to turn off the set function? Here I have used I 0.1. So it will go off. But for this, what we can do? So for that, let's check with this I 0.1 here. Because anyhow it is to turn off, no? We'll do I 0.1. I'm going online. Let's see now. Whenever this is pressed, both the outputs are on. If I turn off, both the outputs are remains on. Now I am going to press I0.1, which will unlatch the circuit because I have connected both in the normally closed contact with the output coil, correct? I'll press. Can you see Q0.0 is off by using I0.1 because it is unlatching. But can you see here it is open here, but set is remains on. Correct? So this is the difference between the network 1 and network 2. First set is similar. Latching part is similar. But unlatching part is different in set function. What is that unlatching function? For that only we need to use one separate coil to unlatch it. And that coil is known as reset. Okay? So reset, what you can do, I'm taking one more network and here I'm connecting this I0.1 as a normally open switch with the reset coil. So now reset is also having a question mark. What I need to give? Which output you want to do the reset? You want to turn off this Q0.1 only, no? So you should use that address. Got it? Got it? So this is for unlatching. So set is like latching, reset is like unlatching. So in your program, if you are using a set function, you should use reset function also. Got it? And obviously you should use the set function first. Then only you need to do the reset function. Let me check now. Yeah, I'll do the reset first. Yeah, see here. Why I have done the reset first means in the previously when I go for the online, this I0.1 was on, right? So set was on. So I didn't reset this. That's what I have done. So that's not an issue now. So let's turn on I0.1. Q0.1, 0.0 is on. If you turn off, Q0.0 is remains on. Now come to the set function. When I0.2 is on, Q0.1 is on. If you turn off, it remains on. Now I'm going to do the unlatching or reset. If you press this, can you see? If you press I0.1, both the outputs will go off. That's it. Okay. So this is how you need to do the reset function. Set, reset. Got it? So it is similar to latching and unlatching concept. Only thing is latching is same, unlatching is different. For unlatching you should use the reset function. Got it? So we'll meet you all in the next session. Until then, bye.